The Voice referendum has renewed public debate about a federal treaty with Indigenous Australians. The idea for the referendum comes from the 2017 Uluru Statement from the Heart, which made 3 requests: treaty, truth-telling and voice. Most states have already committed to their own treaty process, as has the Northern Territory. Victoria is the furthest advanced, with negotiations expected to start early next year, in what will be an Australian first, as Natalie Whiting reports.
We've seen Budgebim as a creation being, as this giant, this man who would walk across the land. In a fit of rage, he sat up and he spat out his blood and his teeth across the land.
The eruption of the volcano Budgebim helped create one of the oldest aquaculture systems in the world. For millennia, lava channels were carved and used to trap, store and harvest eel.
It meant that we could trade with everyone. It meant that we had food source year round. It means we could permanently live in this area.
Budgebim was the first site in Australia to be World Heritage listed solely for its Aboriginal cultural significance.
My name is Ruben. I'm a Kire Wadong man.
Now Victoria is working on another first, a treaty.
Every single day we're just getting more of a say and being thrust more into the spotlight of our stories being heard.
We've done the hard work here in Victoria. We've made sure we've put all the steps in place to have this process with that bipartisan support.
Gundit Mara man Ruben Berg is co-chair of the First Peoples Assembly, an elected body tasked with negotiating a statewide treaty.
At the moment, there are lots of decisions that the state makes that directly affects us, and we see, sadly, they're not leading to the best outcomes. We want to see some of those decisions transferred over to First Peoples.
Elders and youth are being brought together to talk ahead of negotiations starting likely early next year.
We want to know what people want to see in the treaty, and we want to get people to think about what they should have in a treaty.
We're strong once we come together. Hearing everyone's voice today is important.
The treaty could cover things like land management, social services or reparations.
The Assembly doesn't have a fixed view around that, and importantly, just because we come up with a position as well, that doesn't automatically mean that that's what we can get out of the negotiations. They're negotiations.
What's happening here in Victoria has become a talking point in the referendum debate. And some of those who are opposed to the Voice have also warned against a national treaty. Those involved in the process here say they aren't taking the bipartisan support they have for granted.
Being on country means everything to me. On my grandmother's country, it centres me.
The First Peoples Assembly says it's confident of treaty success, regardless of the referendum outcome.
Because we need to move and we need to go in a different direction, and we've got to do something.
Natalie Whiting, ABC News.